Welcome to the basics of version control. In this video, you will learn how to use Git for file version management. This is essential for tracking changes and collaborating effectively on projects. Version control is a system that records changes to files over time. This allows you to recall specific versions later. It helps you track changes to code and documents, revert to previous versions when needed, collaborate with multiple contributors, and compare changes to identify who made them. Why should you use Git? First, it's a distributed system, meaning every developer has a complete copy of the repository. This allows work to continue even without network access. Git also maintains a complete history. Every change is tracked with commit messages, timestamps, and author information. Git also allows branching and merging. You can create branches for features or experiments, then merge them back when ready. And Git allows easy collaboration. Multiple developers can work on the same project simultaneously without conflicts. Now let us get Git installed and set up on your computer. First, download Git from git-sem.com. Next, install Git using the default options. Then, configure your identity by setting your name and email. Finally, verify the installation by checking the Git version using the command git version. You should see the Git version number displayed. To configure your identity, use the commands git config global user.name your name and git config global user.email your .email at example.com. You can verify your settings using the command git config list. To start using Git, you need to create a repository. There are two primary methods to do this. First, you can initialize a new repository. This involves creating a new Git repository in an existing directory to start tracking your files. Second, you can clone an existing repository. This means copying an existing Git repository from a remote server to your local machine. To initialize a new repository, first create a directory with the command dir myproject, then navigate into it with cd myproject, and finally run git init. This initializes an empty Git repository in the specified directory. To clone an existing repository, use the command git clone https://github.com/username/repository, git single quote. This will copy the repository to your local machine. Here is the basic Git workflow. You start with your working directory, where you make changes to your files. Next, you move those changes to the staging area. From the staging area, you commit the changes to your local repository. Finally, you can push the changes from your local repository to a remote repository. To stage changes, use the command git add file.txt or git add to add all changes. To commit changes, use the command git commit-m, add new feature. This saves the changes with a descriptive message. Git provides several commands to help you track changes in your project. The git status command shows the status of files in the working directory, indicating which files have been modified or are untracked. The git diff command shows the differences between the working directory and the staging area. The git log command shows the commit history with details such as author, date, and commit message. The git show command shows the details of a specific commit, including the changes made. Running git status might show output indicating modified files, such as index.html, and untracked files, such as style.css. Running git log one line provides a concise view of the commit history. Branches allow you to develop features, fix bugs, or experiment with new ideas in isolation from your main code base. Here are some of the useful commands for managing branches. Git branch allows you to list, create, or delete branches. Git checkout lets you switch to a different branch. Git merge combines changes from different branches. Git checkout-b creates and switches to a new branch in one step. To create and switch to a new branch, use the command git checkout-b feature. After making changes and commits on the feature branch, switch back to the main branch with Git checkout main. Then, merge the changes from the feature branch into the main branch with Git merge feature. Remote repositories enable you to collaborate with others and back up your work on servers like GitHub, GitLab, or Bitbucket. Git Remote helps you manage remote repositories. Git Push uploads local changes to the remote repository. Git Pull downloads and integrates remote changes into your local repository. Git Fetch downloads remote changes without automatically integrating them. To add a remote repository, use the command git remote add origin https://github.com/username/repo git single quote. To push changes to the remote repository, use the command git push-u origin main. Follow these best practices to use Git effectively. First, write good commit messages. Use clear, concise messages that explain what changes were made and why, and follow a consistent format for better readability. Second, commit often. Make small focused commits that address a single issue or feature. This makes it easier to track changes and revert if needed. Third, use branches effectively. Create separate branches for features, bug fixes, and experiments. Keep the main branch stable and deployable at all times. Fourth, review before pushing. Use Git diff and Git status to review changes before committing. Check for sensitive data, debugging code, or unintended changes. If you want to learn more, go to git-scm.com/doc. Learn Git branching at org and oshitgit.com. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.